All right. What's up, everybody? All right, big day today. Today was my biggest P&L day so far. I topped my day from, was it Monday or Tuesday? Was my previous biggest, and I matched it today. So this week has been great for me, even though this week has been very difficult in the listed market for a short seller. There's really not been anything ideal. There's not been anything that has been like amazing for me. A lot of people are red this week. A lot of people are taking some really hard hits. So just being green, I would be really happy with. But just a disclaimer real fast. I do not trade for anybody. I am not backed by MIC. I'm an independent day trader. My results do not reflect on the process of MIC. So just a quick disclaimer on that. Now, going into today, I took 3 trades today, which is crazy because pre-market, everything, like, I was almost falling asleep pre-market. I was so bored. But that's such a, like, it's such a testament for, like, even though I was so tired and it was so bored, I still followed my process exactly the same. I did not get on my phone. Don't start scrolling through Instagram. Don't start messing with YouTube. You stay at the charts, you talk with your tabs, you mess around if you want to if you're bored, but you've got to stay focused because when the 9:30 bell goes off and the market opens, recently that's been a cycle. The pre-market's slow, and then when the bell goes off, you've got like 1, 2, 3 opportunities. So you've got to stay ready to trade. You've got to stay disciplined. So let's just go into my trades here. IPW, this was a VWAP rejection. This was a day one. I haven't really had any opportunities on day ones in maybe all week, quite a while. So I was happy to finally see something playable. Even this, though, was not ideal, although it was pretty good. So my plan on this was to scale 4 to 440 with a stop at 460, 455, 460. Now, when it started getting up to VWAP here, it was having a really hard time. You can see it on the level 2, you can see it on the tape, and you can see the volume confirm right here. High volume shows when there's high volume, high buying power, and yet it's not being able to move past a point. That's very bearish because there's somebody who's selling into that, which can be a reversal. So when I saw that action, what I just did was I just tried to slam in because it was at VWAP here and it was having a really hard time. What I did was I just sized down a little bit since it was below my line that I had previously planned for. So I just cut a little bit of size and then just hit it a little bit lower. Still completely able to scale up into the 440s and stop out at 455, 460s if needed. But I was right with it, feeling that rejection, and it very quickly came down. And I took a cover very fast. I could have held this longer, but I like to be nail and bail, and then also I was focused on a couple other trades, so I wasn't trying to be too greedy and really get ahead of myself. So when you've got the gains, lock it in, follow your process, play line to line. Also, the reason that I covered here is because it was low of the day, this 330 line. You almost always want to cover low a day. If you're going to leave some on, you can leave like a piece, maybe 5%, 10%, whatever it might be, for playing for a lower move, and then you'll risk off of like break even. But a low a day cover is almost always where I'm at with a VWAP rejection like this. So it was still solid. EFOI, this one was a low hanging fruit. This was a day 2, day 2 play. So this one was really clean. This was actually my favorite trade that I was looking at in pre-market. This was my favorite trade that I was looking at in pre-market. If you see here on the 5-minute chart, let me zone this out. Why did I choose 380? It is so clear. You have resistance, support, resistance. This line has been used so many times. Xander and I, we like to call this the connection line. I'm not really sure where that name came from, but essentially it's the main line that really cuts across the chart that's being used as support and resistance throughout the major move of whatever it's doing. So you see that 380 line, it's so clean. The thing with trading, y'all got to keep it simple, okay? Trading is not easy. It's very difficult, but it can be very simple as well. Stock selection is really, really key, learning what's you know, a good stock to trade. But when you've got the right stock selection and you have patience to wait for your line, it's really simple. It's just very difficult. So 380 was the line on this. I was going to attack 380, stop out at 4. Wow, that was nice. 407. Really clean play. I wasn't, you know, going to mess with anything else. It was just one hit, you know, one shot, one kill. This spooked me because it actually halted when it started running this morning. It halted right here at like 9:35 for 5 minutes. So that was kind of spooky. When it halts, you never know. But the thing is that when you are shorting an outer line, in my opinion, what I've seen, the faster the move, the better for a short seller. Because you want emotion. You want human emotion. You want people to be greedy. You want people to be fearful. You know what I'm saying? So when it moves fast, as long as you're at the right line, that it can actually be better for your plan than anything else. So what I did was I just slammed in after the unhalt, pretty much as soon as I could, just got that slam in there, and then covered low. Now, I did make a mistake on my cover here. The first cover was intentional. I was just covering for, you know, on the first wash, a little bit above VWAP, just in case it wanted to play some gains. I took off half off there. This second cover was not intentional. I was really pissed about this. I was trying to set a hard stop to, you know, keep myself protected, keep myself, you know, everything managed. But when I went to place the hard stop, I accidentally covered my full position, which I was really upset about. But it's all right. You know, you never do perfect. But it's annoying because my goal was the red to green line, which was 330. This was my ultimate cover goal. I would have held for this. So that was frustrating, but you know, it happens. You can't cry over spilled milk. So just moving on with it. Overall, really happy with the trade. These low-hanging fruits have been working very well in this market recently. Shout out to Aiden and Chris, my tab group. A lot of those guys in there helped me with kind of figuring out some things with these low-hanging fruits. So CFVI, also another multi-day. I think this is like, I don't know, day 3, 4. I've played this 3 times, so this guy has been paying me very nicely. The play on this was waiting near the red to green line. You got like 480s to 15, or 1480s to 15. Heavy resistance into that. Stopping out at 1555 was the move here. 1555, 1560 would have been my stop. And looking to also add, if it was testing these lines here, like 1520. So this one was really, really clean as well. Really straightforward. I mean, you draw your lines, you've got the stock selection. It hits it, get in. This one, I'm pretty happy with my covers on this. Obviously, I like to take off, you know, half of it at VWAP there, just strong support, just to make sure you're protecting yourself, you're locking in gains. This second cover wasn't like, it wasn't the worst, but I should have held longer. You know, I like to be straightforward with my lines. In all honesty, 1390 was the line that I had drawn for support, so I really should have waited for that, but it wasn't too far off of that, and you know, I was excited, and also I was just focused on other plays. So I just kind of covered when we had that big wash. So I could have done better on that, but you know, it was still a good day. I'm not gonna cry over it. I'm not gonna be upset with myself too much, but yeah, just gonna end it up there. Really good day, biggest P&L day ever for me. Hopefully we get some more movers tomorrow. We had some really wacky stocks today. ISIG, this one was a real squeezer, absolutely beautiful. ENSC, this one was, you know, just kind of a grinded up end of day. So hoping that, you know, this one gives us maybe a play tomorrow, maybe even a first red day on a couple of these. And then II and N, this one was another day one that, you know, had a lot of power. So we'll see what these do tomorrow. These are what I will be looking on. Ooh, ISIG. Whew, nice. Anyway, but yeah, we're just going to end it up there. Hope you guys stayed safe. Let's end the week strong going into Friday. Nail and bail. You know, when it's not time to trade, don't trade. If you've got it, trade your process. Don't be greedy. Don't be fearful. Trade the lines, y'all. All right, see you tomorrow.